So WIFO FM in Jessup, 105.5 FM, Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn & Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South 1st Street, and we look forward to serving you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. Back from his whirlwind tour to New York City, Yankee Stadium, our very own Bob Morgan. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. Had a great time.
Had a great time in New York.
Fun.
We'll talk about that a little bit right now, but we have a guest in here. Who do we have, Bob?
We got high school principal Brett McDaniel in for another year of high school. How many years has it been since high school?
I've been at the high school 9 years. I'll be the fifth year starting principal.
5th year as principal, right?
Yep.
So, and they got freshman orientation. That's the first thing. Let's start with that. We have open house for all schools on Thursday, but that's from 3:30 to 6. But the freshman orientation, what time will that take place?
We started that at 1, Bob, just to give the freshman kids an opportunity to come in and see the building, talk about some things that they need to be successful, and just give them some information to start the school year off right. And, that first day, we always preach first day for a ninth grader coming in is the first day of their 4-year career, and it's very important to get off on the right foot. And that's kind of what we're trying to do is acclimate them, but also help them get it started on the right foot so, they have a successful 4-year career at the high school. So that'll start at 1. Then parents can come in about 3, meet their kids, and we'll kind of go over a little bit of an overview with them, and then they can go out and tour the building before the masses come in at 3:30, just to kind of let them get their feet wet and see the building and kind of get over that oh wow experience before everybody gets in there on Friday with 1,400 plus kids and kind of get overwhelmed a little bit. But hopefully we can get them acclimated a little bit Thursday before everybody gets there.
The press release stresses that the freshman orientation at the beginning is just for students only, right? They don't
Yes.
get the parents there. The parents come afterwards. So
Yeah,
what would the students go through the first couple hours? Are they meet in the auditorium? Did they tour the school? How's that work?
Yeah, we meet in the auditorium with them first and get them in there, and just basically going over stuff that's going to help them be successful through the first year of school. And you talk about credits, about how credits earned, and kind of give them a map of the school and kind of go over how things work, kind of go over some of the discipline procedures and how things differ from the middle school to the high school, and just to get a good overview and get them a good foundation and footing for what they're about to experience and trying to move forward. And that's one of the biggest steps. Research always says that the step from elementary to middle is big, but the biggest step is from middle school to high school. Just that, you wouldn't think that 2 or 3 months from the end of May to the 1st of August would be a great big jump, but it really is, because it's there's a lot. The maturity level is a lot of difference when you get seniors that are 17, 18 years old, and you got a 14-year-old or 15-year-old coming in. There's a lot of things happen. There's a lot more freedoms that come along with being a high school student, and ninth grade students have to kind of figure that out in a hurry. So it's a big step, but we try to do as best we can to acclimate them. We have them in the auditorium, like I said, to kind of go over some of those things, the expectations, so that they understand what we expect and what they got to do, and go over some of the guidelines and rules, and talk about, like I said, credit earned and schedules and how all that works. And then we release them out to, go out into the building, tour the building, find their teachers and that kind of thing when the parents come in at 3.
You're just joining us with us in the studio on the Butch and Bob Show is high school principal Brett McDaniel. In open house, as we mentioned, is Thursday from 3:30 to 6. What else? I know most high school students, or a lot of high school students, have their own vehicle. So I know the parking situation is always an issue. I know they had 2 sign-up days. I think one's already taken place, the second one's taking place. So a kid has a vehicle, they want to park the vehicle at the school. How do they go about doing that?
All the information is on the website as far as what they need. They need to sign up, do an application, and then bring in their registration and license and stuff like that, proof of insurance. Excuse me. And but do the payment on RevTrack. But we've already had one sign up to get the parking permits and decals earlier last week. We'll do it again Thursday during open house. We'll have somebody set up where you can pay for your parking permit online through RevTrack, and that's on the school website as well. And then when you bring all your paperwork in the day of open house, you can get your decal then. So it's an ongoing process. If somebody doesn't get their parking decal Thursday for some reason, they forget something, we can accommodate it after school starts. But the expectation is that everybody have a parking decal, and a lot of it's for safety reasons, because we want to be able to identify who's in our parking lot and who's not. There's some reason there's not somebody that's supposed to be out there, or a car that's not supposed to be out there. Then we've got our school resource officer that's going to be very active in the parking lots and around our building to try to make sure that we're safe. That's going to be a big push this year to make sure that as always, that our students and faculty and staff is safe, and our kids are safe, and our buildings as safe as possible. And that's part of some of the things that we've learned, that parking lot safety and teacher safety, teacher parking safety and stuff like that is very important. So we're going to make a big push to make sure everybody has their parking permits. But again, this coming Thursday open house will be a second opportunity to pick up the decals if you've gotten all the paperwork done and completed, the online application and the paperwork signed, all the driver's license, proof of insurance, stuff like that, when you bring it in when you come and get your parking decal.
Now, you're the high school principal. You have several assistants. You have secretaries. Tell us a little bit about your staff. Is it the same as last year? Any new faces we'll see?
No, I've got 2 new staff members. One of them, Mr. Short and Dr. Tootle left last year. Towards the end of the year to go back home. So that created a couple of holes for us. One person in particular, Mr. Ward, most everybody knows was Coach Ward, moved up last year at the end of the year to work with Mr. Short before Mr. Short left to kind of learn the ropes. So he got some valuable experience before Mr. Short left last year. So Coach Ward, Mr. Ward, will be coming on as a new AP this year. Also, I always kid Dr. Hayes. Dr. Hayes was at the high school and taught math for many years for us. And then she went over to Martha Puckett to be the assistant principal over there. And I kid her, she and Mr. White, or Dr. White over at Martha Puckett, that we got Dr. Hayes back before the trade deadline came up. So she's coming back home to Wayne County High School and is excited about being there and having an opportunity to be there. Mr. Edwards, our CTA director, he came on as assistant principal when I came 4 years ago, so he's starting his 5th year with me. And Miss Amanda Phelps was new to us last year, and she's our assistant principal of instruction. So just excited to have those guys. A lot of wisdom in that group, a lot of expertise, a lot of just really good people to work with, and people that care about kids and caring about doing things the right way. And so really excited about those. Front office staff, I think the only person that's really changed up there is probably Miss Boone, our bookkeeper, went to the board office to replace somebody over there. So we got Miss Sandra Lewis to come in from Odom. She got in before the trade deadline as well, so she's going to be with us as our new bookkeeper. But everybody else is pretty much the same up in the front office. Miss Joanne Roach is our lead crisis counselor, and then we have Miss Delaney and Miss Deere as our senior counselor. So just excited about the opportunities for us to be able to work with kids and help them be successful this year.
How many teachers at the high school?
Roughly about 95.
95.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said there's a lot of turnover this year. Is that true? I've heard anywhere from 21 to 24 new teachers. Is that true, or is that just rumor?
No, that's pretty accurate, 21 to 24. But when you take out about 8 or 9 football coaches and replace them all, then that cuts the staff down, really the teachers down to roughly about 15. And like I said, Mr. Short, Dr. Tootle, and 3 or 4 other teachers went back home. We had a couple of teachers that was driving over an hour to get here last year to teach our kids, which is a lot when you have to get up and leave your house at 6:30 in the morning just to get to Wayne County. And I appreciate the fact that they were diligent and coming every day, but if you find something a little closer to home and the drive's 5-minute commute versus an hour and 5, that's pretty understandable. So I think we lost 5 or 6, 7 to move back home. So really, people just moving around, moving up. We had several people that moved up. Like Coach McDonald move up to the AD role. That created a hole in the gym. Mr. Ward, moving up to be an assistant principal creates a hole. And so when people move up, and like Miss Boone I mentioned, also move up to the board, those type of people move up, which we want them to, and want them to be successful and reach their career goals. It just creates holes in your building. So not everything the rumor mill that went around it. Everybody's trying to get out of high school. A lot of people are moving up, and moving back home, and taking opportunities to better themselves in their career. So, and then you got a whole new football staff. So that kind of was a lot of the moving. But we're excited about the possibilities and the people that we put in place this year. This is the first time we've been fully staffed, and in the 4 years I've been principal, we've always had 1 or 2 people or 1 or 2 holes that didn't get the field. But this year we're fully staffed, so we're excited about the opportunities that are before us.
Security always a big issue at the school. Tomorrow there's a big event taking place, safety training day. Tell us what's taking place tomorrow at the high school, and tell us about the security at the school. Most people know you have to go in one way, out the other. To get into high school, you have to check in at the front office, right? Is that correct? That's the only way to get in the building. Is that correct?
Correct. Any visitors have to come through the front office and check in with Miss Richardson in the front office, and we, like I said, we try to keep everything locked down as tight as possible so that there's not a lot of coming and going, and kind of funnel it through one area. Tomorrow will be a big day just for the whole system. A lot of emphasis we placed on safety, and we've really hats off to our local law enforcement. They've done a lot of work behind the the Sandy Hook and the Uvalde one that was just shooting that was just happened a month or 2 ago. They've done a lot of emphasis and a lot of studying the reasons why and how things happened the way they did, and brought a lot of insight to us as an administrative team and as the district as a whole. We've met with them several times, and they've gone through a lot of the rationale why we need to do the things we do to keep our buildings safe. And it was very eye-opening. We had a group, including our new school resource officer, that went to a safety conference over in Columbus about a month ago. A lot of the board office staff, I think every school had an administrator or representative that went to that conference. And it was, like I said, it was very eye-opening about some of the things that went on in the schools that had shootings, and in the schools in general, how to keep your schools safe. And some of the things you walk in the door every day and you just don't see it, but when they bring it to light about why things happen the way they do and how people get in the buildings, it really opens your eyes to how you can improve what you do. So tomorrow will be a lot about improving our practice and about doing things differently and about being more cognizant and aware of just the small things. I think that's the biggest takeaway I got from it. It was just the day-to-day small things that can be, you can be more aware of so that it changes the outlook and the outcome.
As we mentioned before you got on the air, a lot of new faces, like I said, brand new football coaching staff, new softball coach, new cross-country coach, new band director. So a lot of excitement in the community. Is there excitement at the school as well?
I think so. Just watching the performances and trying to just watch from afar, all the new faces that we put in, new places, have done a really good job, I think, of providing leadership, providing direction for our students and creating some excitement. Anytime there's change that comes in, there's always uncertainty, even with staff and students, and you just don't know what's going to happen when a new band director comes, or a new football coach, or a new softball coach, and everybody's kind of nervous about it, and you just don't know what to expect. But I'm really proud of our folks that we put in place, and I think they're doing a great job providing that excitement and that direction, and providing their expectations for our programs. But when you start providing expectations, you start holding people accountable. Everybody sees that there's value in what you're doing, and that everybody's treated the same way, and it just creates a whole new era and a whole new feeling for the school and the programs. And what happens on the football field or the softball field or baseball field or the band field or whatever, those things influence what happens in the building every day from day to day. So, when there's excitement in the student body in general, then it helps the morale and the student body within the building. So I think, like I said, just the things that I see, the last probably month and a half, 2 months from all our coaches and our head folks that we put in place, just being available, being a part of what the kids are doing, and just creating some excitement is really refreshing and is enjoyable to see. I think you'll see the next couple of years, you'll see all of our programs turn around and be a lot more, a lot better than they have been, I say, in the past. And I think there'll be a lot more excitement in the community. I think there'll be a lot more for people to see and appreciate. And
with us in the studio, High School Principal Brett McDaniel. Anything else you need to let high school students know? We mentioned the open house Thursday, safety day tomorrow. What other news did you need to get out to the students? I know you requested this time, so I don't want to miss anything that you have to get out there and let people know about. I think the biggest thing, we got a couple of events coming up. Softball's got, I think Arthur Williams and Martha Puckett are playing this afternoon at 4 o'clock in a inter-squad scrimmage type game. I think Coach Sproggan is kind of heading that up. Excuse me, trying to build some just build the program and build some excitement in both middle schools and opportunity to come to the high school. And then they're going to do the black and gold game around 5:30, I think, this afternoon. His first official game is Wednesday afternoon, which was a change from tomorrow. That they're going to play Wednesday at 5:30 at Effingham County. Football scrimmage is Friday night. Kind of excited about the opportunity to get out there, and think they've been sweating all summer long. Time to put on the pads a little bit. First and get day of full pads today, so I'd be interested. And that'll be this afternoon, right? Because teachers report today, so all the teachers are at school today. So the practices are this afternoon after school. That's correct. So everything's kind of, today's the day. Everything's kicking off today and getting started and moving in the direction. Miss Coach Ward had her Wee Cheer camp last week, and I think she had, told me 120 plus, little campers out there last week. There was a bunch of excitement in the building. So looking forward to, what they do moving forward. And, the band and the football coach and the cheer coach met last week to kind of change. I think there are going to be some changes on the football field on Friday night about how we do things. And so that everybody can be involved. I think that'll be an added plus and get some opportunities for everybody to be seen and, to get as many kids some exposure as possible. Did they get the lights installed? Lights installed already, or? I think that's starting Monday the 8th, I believe, is the next Monday is when that starts. So hopefully we'll have that. So the new lights will be in for the first official game, but not for the scrimmage. Correct. Okay, I think they're trying to get past the scrimmage first and then get started, and that give them an ample opportunity to get that done. So
just excited about that opportunity, adding that layer of excitement in the stadium too. So it's got a lot of good things going on. We're excited about a new school year. Hopefully it'll be COVID free.
I don't want to bring that subject up. I know COVID's coming back a little bit. I know several people in Wayne County that have been diagnosed and tested positive this past week, so it's back.
Yeah, it's back.
With its ugly head, so hopefully it won't affect the school system and won't affect the school year. But, again, we appreciate you coming in. Like I said, anything else you need to get with us, just give us the information. Like I said, we're always glad to have the high school principal or anybody from the school on the air to let people know the information. But it is an exciting time. School is here. It all cranks up. Teachers are back in the building today. So how'd that go?
It was good. There was a buzz. Folks already moving in, getting stuff, getting ready. I came by yesterday afternoon late, and there was already 6 or 8 cars up around the edge of the building. People were in there working. So everybody wants to get ahead and get a jump start. So it's definitely summer's over, so to speak, and here we go. It's time 180 days of getting after it till end of May.
Once again, for tomorrow's safety day, kind of explain to folks what y'all will be doing, when it'll start. I understand there's 2 phases of it. Don't want folks kind of, why is all those sirens and stuff going on tomorrow, or emergency vehicles around the school. So just give us the details of what people can expect with the safety day at Wayne County High School tomorrow, Tuesday.
Tomorrow morning will be more, of debriefing on some of the, like I said, some of our local law enforcement have done a lot of training on school shootings and school safety, and so I think the first part of it will be more informative, kind of giving rationales of why you do what you do, and making, like I said, bringing attention to a lot of the small, minor details that kind of get overlooked because it's a day in and day out thing that you walk in the door and may not see something that you would normally see, but it is very important. And then I think at some point we'll move into more of a scenario type thing where we have to see, or we see or hear a scenario and kind of troubleshoot that and how you would react to if this happens or if that happens. And then I think there's going to be some, like I said, there will be some first responders, and the police our local law enforcement will react to the situation, and as well as EMTs and all our local law enforcement and their support staff will be going through a scenario. So there'll be police cars and EMTs and stuff like that around the school at some point tomorrow. So nobody needs to be alarmed that's not something that's, I guess, maybe more of a drill or something that we'll be going through. But there will be some activity around the school that may look a little strange, but I think that's going to be part of the process and part of the scenario that we're going through. So
right, just training, getting ready for the upcoming year. I just want folks to know that it is like a drill tomorrow. Training in the morning, learning, and then the afternoon, the actual drill itself. So, there's going to be some emergency vehicles around Wayne County High School tomorrow afternoon. So it's just a drill, folks. Tomorrow.
Yes. Yep. We're good and we're safe. So just trying to prepare to make sure. I always want to be proactive in what we do, and that's part of what the purpose of tomorrow is, help us to be proactive.
When a person goes to the high school this year to be able to go in for whatever business they need, whether a student or whatever the case may be, what process will they go to when they park and go through that big front doors there? Do they walk through a door and go to a person? Just tell us the process of going into the school.
A visitor coming to campus would park in the front, visitor parking right there in front of the school, and then walk in. But we have those 8 big black doors across the front. If you look to the left of there, there's a smaller black entry door. That's to the front office. You have to go in there and sign in with Miss Richardson in the front office before you'll be allowed to, go into the school building, whether it's to the counseling office or to see an administrator or whatever the business is. If you're a guest speaker for a classroom, you'll be buzzed in and be allowed to have a visitor's pass. You must have a visitor's pass to be able to go wherever you're going in the building. So, again, just trying to make sure everybody can be identified before they get in the building.
So is it one door in, one door out for the
yes,
visitors?
Sir.
Yeah. And I like those little badges that y'all going to be wearing this year with your picture on there and the little alert clicker on there.
Yeah, and I think that that's an added layer of security that our school system has deemed it be necessary. I think Dr. Kelly had it at his former school when he was in Douglas County, and it worked out really well. But it provides opportunities for the administrative team and the folks up in the front office to react a lot quicker to any instances going on in the building. Even if it's health related, if somebody's having an illness, instead of trying to get to somebody and get them to call the front office and then find somebody to come down there, it immediately alerts us on our computers and our cell phones of where the issue is, so that we can actively get down there quickly and assess the situation and try to help. Like I said, even if it's a health issue, we get somebody down there a lot faster that's needing some help.
All right. Dr. Brett McDaniel, Principal, Wayne County High School, our guest this morning, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We wish y'all the best this year. School starts on Friday, and for the 22-23 school year. And I know that you're excited for this year. A lot of good things are happening this year. A lot of good new faces, new attitude, new positive feel around the school. And we look forward to relaying to our listeners what's going on at Wayne County High School this year.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come in, Butch.
Okay. We'll be back. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Sunny today, southwest winds, hot, high mid-90s, mostly clear mid-70s for tonight. Mostly sunny, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms early tomorrow. Then a 50% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms mid-90s. Wednesday, partly sunny, showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
WIFO and WLOP have an opening for a sales and marketing representative. We need a highly motivated person, someone who's willing to be trained to help local and area businesses increase their sales through effective radio advertising and marketing. Resumes can be dropped off here at our studios at 2420 Waycross Highway in Jessup, or email to cwhubbard@bellsouth.net. Jessup Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Just about over. Bob, just kind of relay the experience that you had yesterday on Sunday, flying up to New York City.
Yeah, just had an opportunity to go see the Yankee Stadium. Like I said, a friend of ours, Arnie, he's got a long last name, but anyway, most people know Arnie. He has season tickets to the Yankee games, so we're able to use his tickets and go up there. Flew up into JFK early yesterday morning, went to the stadium, walked around the stadium, and then got inside the stadium, had a nice meal, got to see a good game, and then flew out, got in just around 10:30 last night. So
that's not too bad, flying up and back, and then back in Jessup at 10:30. So the Yankees win or lose yesterday?
They lost 8-6.
To who?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a beautiful stadium. I always wanted to see Yankee Stadium, so had a great experience.
I understand they had some good food there at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
where you were at, because you were in box seats.
Thanks to Arnie, we had it set up good. Steak and lobster before the game was pretty good. So it was all good. I had a good experience. Like I said, Joe and Brad are already big Yankee fans, and that's why we went. And Joe, diehard Yankee fan. So I said, took advantage of Arnie's tickets, and the flight wasn't that bad.
So everything was smooth with the flight.
Smooth flight.
Heard all these horror stories recently, but everything on time, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, everything went smoothly. So.
Well, good. It is an experience to fly up to see a baseball game and fly back the same day. Have box seats behind,
first
close
base.
Right behind first base.
Row 7 right behind the dugout. So it's nice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Kind of historic. Row 7, Mickey Mantle, number 7. So it's
quite an experience for you. Chalk it up with another one of your great experiences you've had in sporting events.
Knocked off my bucket list. Been to Yankee Stadium, see a game. It was fun. Had a good time.
Well, good. Well, anything else, Bob?
Just remind people about the scrimmage Friday and ladies' night tonight. All the ladies are invited to the Trans Center tonight. That should be a fun event, something different. Coach Sean a couple of coaches having an informal session, talk about football, and it should be fun. We're going to have some football apparel down there on sale, so that's a free event for all the ladies tonight at Strand Cinema at 7 p.m. All right. Anybody after that.
I hope the ladies will show up and learn a little bit about football and see what is good to wear to football games. All right, Bob, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. World-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, by Murphy Builder Supply, and by Oak Quinn & Associates.